change the landscape of the violence, of the poverty, of the South Side, of the West Side, of the urban landscape of Chicago. Everything needs to change. You know, I think people ask these questions and like, how many more youth groups can we have? How many more non-for-profits can we have? How many more fundraisers? How many more walks? How many more, you know what I'm saying? Like, fundamentally, things have to change. We're not buying guns from ourselves. They're being supplied. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not buying guns from ourselves. We're not getting AK-47s from my nigga in the hood. Like, even if I got it from him, he got it from someone who got it from, like, we're being supplied. The DEA, the FBI, the police, the drug, all of the people that do drug enforcement, like, they're not helpless. There's not just so much evil in the world that they can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to change, fundamentally, everything, like literally everything. I think people have to accept the fact that, because some people won't believe that. Some people don't believe that we're being supplied guns. You have to accept that and understand how that works, and understand why we would be supplied guns, understand that there's a landscape of violence for the last 5 years that have kind of really peaked. Not like it hasn't been here before, but like Chicago's been getting talked about as far as violence goes, crazily, you know what I'm saying? There's gun violence all over America. We're getting put in a position where our guns are gonna be taken away, and they're gonna have guns. So how do you do that? Give us guns. Let them use the guns as much as they want to, so that people can see how bad it is for them, so that we can take it away from them. I think that makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me, and that's exactly what's happening. But somebody will argue with me and say that that's not what's happening. How could they be supplying us guns? You know what I'm saying? Like, fundamentally, things have to change about what we understand about why things are happening. You know what I'm saying? What we understand about why poverty is happening. What we understand about why hoods on the South Side kind of resemble each other and look the same, and people are downtrodden for the same reasons. People can't find jobs for the same reasons, and people get locked up for the same. Like, it's systematic. Like, it's a system. There's a system in place, and it is creating the world that we live in. Like, the system is doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we have to change the system. I believe that there is a conspiracy against all of us. I think it is amplified on minorities, but I think it's against everyone. You know what I'm saying? I think the powers that be want people confused in general. You know, I was raised Christian. I believe in God. I believe he's coming back for his second return. I believe the world's gonna end soon. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says that the world's gonna get worse. That's what I believe. You feel me? So for me, the end all be all is salvation. The end all be all is heaven. Satan wants people lost. He doesn't care if you're white or black or whatever. Like, he relishes in sin. He wants people lost. There's so much hate going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, even when in spaces where there weren't minorities, like old Europe, you know what I'm saying, where it was almost completely white people, they were separated by class. Like, there's always a need to be superior. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're always gonna separate ourselves to be superior to each other, even when it wasn't a race issue, it was a class issue. It was a money issue. You don't got enough money to be around us, you know what I'm saying? Oh, your people aren't noble. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when it wasn't predominantly a race issue, even with, you know what I'm saying? So there's always a need to separate and be better than and feel better than. So when you bring it back to present day, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it definitely has a lot to do with people who are minorities, but even outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I see this system fucking people up outside of just race, you know what I'm saying? Like, and in so many ways, with food, with drugs, with violence, with healthcare, getting a car, with getting a home, with, you know what I'm saying? Like, systematically, like, this shit keeps people down, all people down, but especially minorities. That fundamentally, if we want to see real change, that's why we don't see real change. That's why we get a little bit of change, but there's still police officers killing niggas just like they did Rodney King, because the system is the same. You gotta change the system, or you're gonna keep getting the same results.
The rappers, they just rap. They just say stuff. They just rhyme. They want to be cool. Rappers need role models. They look up to people. they're just people, just like cops. Cops aren't role models.
His albums kind of get frustrating, and I do everything myself, so I personally don't like making albums, because I still feel like, as an independent artist, albums are just not a good thing to release.
When the bus flipped, everybody was asleep. I was asleep. I thought I was dreaming, because you bouncing around in there like you in the cage of a NASCAR.
The girl that doesn't talk about sex sent me the most sexual song ever, and he was like, well, get on it. And I was like, do you know what this is about? And then he's like, well, you're dope. You could do it.